everybody. I hope you're all doing well. It is officially spring. Last week was official first day of spring, even though when I looked outside my window this morning, it's snowing. Is it snowing by you? It's snowing by me, even though it's now the first day of spring. I thought that was funny. But since it's the first day of spring, I wanted to start looking at the life cycle of a plant. Now, what's a life cycle? There's two words there, life and then cycle. Now, life, what does that mean? Life means to be alive, to be breathing. So people breathe, right, with our lungs. Animals breathe with their lungs. Even plants breathe. If they're alive, that means life, and that's part of the life cycle. Now, cycle, though, means something that keeps going. Cycle sounds similar to circle. So cycle, to keep going, like a wheel on a bicycle. It goes around and around and around. So a life cycle for a plant means that the plant keeps going around and around and around. It's a seed, then it grows roots, then it becomes a plant that makes more seeds that grow roots, that becomes a plant that makes more seeds that grow roots, that becomes a plant. It goes around and around and around. So the life cycle of a plant is going to tell us how a plant starts, and then how it grows, and then how it ends, and starts all over again. Just keeps continuing. Now I'm going to show you this picture here that I have. It says life cycle of a plant. And you'll see a circle, just like I was talking about, a circle. That's the life cycle. This is the cycle. It goes around and around and around. And you see up here at the very top, it starts with very simple little seed. Now, what do we do with seeds to make them grow? They are planted in the dirt, right? And then they start to germinate. Look, they start a little bit to grow. Plants, you put them in the dirt, and they need something special, right? They need water. And then as they start getting roots, and they start to come up, and they start to sprout, they need something else too. They need water and sunlight to keep growing. Now look, you see the seed, boom. Now here the seed is here, look, right there. And it's starting to sprout some leaves. And then it goes around, you got this little baby plant, and then it gets bigger and bigger. And then if it's a plant that has flowers, it'll start to grow flowers, right? And then those flowers will make more seeds, and it starts all over again for new plants. It just keeps going around and around and around. Now for this project today, what I would like to do is I would like to make the life cycle of a plant and see if I can remember it. Now I like to color, so I think I want to color first, and it's going to help me decide what's going on in these pictures. Now, I'm going to look first at this one. I want to look at the top one. That's my little seed, right? I'm going to color my seed. I'm deciding to color mine orange. I like orange. And the seed needs to go in the dirt, right? So I'm going to put brown all around it to show that it's in the dirt. Now what comes next? This one right here. So I'm going to color my seed. I see my seed, right? I know it's in the dirt. I'm going to make dirt all around it. But there's something starting to come out of it now. It's starting to germinate. The roots are starting to grow. So I'm going to pick another color that I can use for my roots. I'm going to choose red. Now roots really usually aren't red. When you see roots, they're usually white. They're usually very clear looking, very white. But I'm doing red so that they can stand out and I can see them in my picture. You can choose whatever color you would like. Now I see over here, here's my seed. Here's my roots that are getting so big now. Look how big and strong. Roots are super important because they're like straws. They soak up all the water, but they also keep the plant from falling over. So that it's kind of like feet also. So they hold on to the ground, they don't fall over. Now look, there's a line here. I'm going to only put the dirt under the line because guess what's happening? The seed is slowly getting pushed up to the, oh, that looks more purple than blue, up to the sky. So on this side is the sky, on this side is my dirt. Now I'm going to color some more. Over here, here's my seed again. I found the seed. I'm going to find the roots. There's my roots. I'm going to find the dirt. There's that line again. Look, the seed is even higher from the ground. Here's the sky. It's reaching for the sky, but there's something coming out of it now. Let's look closely here. I see what looks like two little leaves, so I made them green, poking their way out. Now I did 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1, 2 more. In total, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 and 2 is 6. So I have 2 more to go to make my 6 pictures. Now I picked up my orange, but look, no more seed. The seed's gone, so I'm going to put my orange down. I'm going to go straight to the roots over here. The roots are under the line, right? Because they are still in the dirt. But sticking up from the dirt, up in the sky, here's my sky. I see lots of green. This little baby plant is getting so big. Ta-da! Now I have 1 more to go. And again, I don't need this anymore because look, there's no seed. I'm going to do my roots under the ground. Here's my dirt. Here's my sky. Here's my leaves. And I also see some stem here, my stem. And I see what looks like tiny little flowers starting. So I'm going to make those yellow. Here you go. Look, I made my life cycle. Now for the tricky part. Am I going to remember where they all go? If you would like to, you can leave it like this. But if you want a challenge, here's what I'm going to say. You're going to take a pair of scissors if you want a challenge, cut these out, and oh my, look, it's empty. And you're going to glue them here. So here's my scissors. You remember how to hold them, right? Like that, open, close, and I'm going to cut them out. I want to see if I can mix them up and then figure out if I can remember where they go. Now each picture is a square, so that's easy. Circles can be tricky to cut, but squares, I like cutting squares. I'm going to cut all of them out. I had 6, I cut 1, now there's 5. I'm cutting 1 more. Now there's 4 left to cut. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to cut 1 more. If I have 4 and I cut 1 more out, I will have 3 left to cut because 3 is 1 less than 4. 3 left. All right, I have 3 left to cut. I'm cutting 1 more out. 3, take away 1 is 2. Look, just 2 left. All right, I have 2. I'm going to take 1 more away. 2, take away 1. What's 1 less than 2? Just 1. Last one. All right, I have 1. I'm taking 1 of them away. If I have 1 and I take 1 away, how many is left? 0. Nothing left. 0. Now, I'm going to tape this, I think. Here's my tape. I'm going to tape this like this so that you can see. Okay. Now I'm going to glue it. Here's my glue stick. And I have these pictures. Now see if you can remember which way they go. It helps if you can lay them out in front of you first. So, we want the first one to go at the top. And if you remember, it was the seed, because the first step for a plant to grow is simply you need to plant the seed. So find your seed. Is this my seed or this one? This one's my seed. I'm going to put some glue on. Ta-da! All right, I'm putting this back together. Now next, I had itty bitty little roots starting to pop out. Now look, I have two. Is it this one or this one? It's this one, right? Because look, this one's still under the ground. There's no blue sky, and the roots are so tiny. So I need that one. Okay, it goes around right here. All right, up next. Which one? This one. Because it's still under the ground a little bit. There's no green growing yet. This would be too much of a jump to go from under the ground to suddenly leaves. I need this one. All right, I did 3. There's 3 more, so I can get to 6. All right, which one's next? This one. Because look, this one's only just starting to sprout right here. So this one comes next. I have 2 more to go. All right, which one comes next? This one, right? The smaller one comes next. It can't be super big until it's small first. Here we go. And that leaves 1 more spot. I have 1 more left. And that's the one that's starting to grow flowers. The end. I finished my life cycle of a plant. All right, everybody. Thanks for working with me today. I'll see you again soon. Bye.